Your photos feel flat. Here's why. This shot isn't wrong. It's just not doing anything. You've taken a photo like this. I've taken photos like this. Everything is in focus. The light is fine. The subject is there. It's just not doing anything. And somehow it's flat. Today, you're going to find out why. And you're never going to take a flat shot like that again. Your eye doesn't land in the middle, it lands where lines meet. This is a grid, 9 equal sections, 4 intersections. Artists have been using it for centuries, and your phone already has it built in. First, look at what happens when we use it. Feel that? That's not an accident. Here's what nobody told you about symmetry: your eye doesn't trust it. A centered subject feels static, finished. There's nowhere to go. The eye lands and stops. The image is over before it starts. Move that same subject to an intersection, and something changes. The frame has tension now, space on one side, subject on the other. The eye has to travel. The image breathes. Photographers call this visual gravity. The intersections act like magnets. Place something there and the eye finds it every time without being told. This isn't a photography rule, it's older than photography. Greek architects built it into the Parthenon. Renaissance painters used it before cameras existed. Your eye was trained by 2,500 years of visual culture to expect it. The rule of thirds is just the name we gave to something your eye already knows. Let's make it practical. 4 situations, same principle, different results. One subject, put it on a vertical line, left third or right third, not the middle. Give it space to exist in. The frame becomes a conversation between the subject and the space around it. The horizon is a line. It belongs on a third, not the middle. Low horizon. Sky dominates. Drama, weight above. The land feels small beneath it. High horizon, ground dominates. Stability. The earth owns the frame. Split it down the middle and you get neither. You get indecision. Place something in the lower intersection as a foreground anchor. Now the image has depth. The eye enters at the anchor and travels back. You've built distance into a flat frame. Moving subject. Always leave space in the direction of travel. Put your subject on the trailing third. The empty space ahead of them is where they're going. Remove it, and they're walking into a wall. Here's what all 4 of those have in common: nothing in the frame changed. The light didn't change, the subject didn't change, the camera didn't change. Only one thing moved: where you placed the story. Composition isn't where things are, it's where you expect them to be. The grid isn't a cage, it's a map. It tells you where expectation lives, so you can meet it or deliberately break it. There are shots that break every rule in this video and work perfectly. A face centered in a doorway, a reflection that demands symmetry, a shot where the whole point is that nothing is going anywhere. Centering can be powerful, deliberately. The difference between breaking the grid and ignoring it is intention. You can break the grid, you just can't pretend it isn't there. Once you see the intersections, you're making a choice every time you frame a shot. No, that's not a burden. That's the skill. Your phone has this grid built in. It's probably turned off. iPhone, settings, camera, turn on grid. Android, camera settings, grid lines, turn on. Leave it on always. You'll stop consciously seeing it within a week, but your framing will be different. The grid becomes instinct. Remember this? Flat, not wrong, just not doing anything. Watch. Nothing changed except where you place the story. That's the rule of thirds, not a rule, a decision. In the last video, we talked about leading lines, how a diagonal carries your eye through a frame to a destination. Leading lines tell your eye where to travel. The rule of thirds tells your eye where to land In the next video, we go one level deeper. Why do some placements feel inevitable? Why does the eye go where it goes, even when there's no line leading it there? That's not composition, that's psychology. And once you understand it, you'll see it in every photograph you've ever loved. If this clicked for you, turn on your camera grid right now. Before you close this video, take one shot, just one, put your subject on an intersection instead of the center.
That's the whole assignment. I'm Tim. This is Break It Down 60. See you in the next one.